start, I look really made up because I'm about to go to an event and I have to film and edit this and get it uploaded before I go, so I needed to get ready before I did it. Hi. Number 2, this is all empty because I'm in the process of moving. You could not see behind the camera, but there is a shit ton of bags that I've packed for me ready to go home because I'm moving out soon, so there we go. Okay, Shadowhunters, episode 10, let's go. I don't think I liked the episode, it didn't make sense. And no, okay, I'm not saying that it didn't make sense for the book, even though it didn't. I'm saying, like, the show, like, it didn't flow, it didn't work well. I didn't feel as though this episode was particularly crucial to the plot, apart from the end, and I don't know what they're going to do with that. I don't know why that was there. The positive things that I can say about the show is that I feel as though this episode really flowed well, and I feel like the acting has gotten a lot better and the characters were sort of back and forth with each other, and it was kind of like proper conversation rather than like acting lines. It felt natural and it flowed more and it was a lot better, and the editing was a lot better, and I really liked the episode in that sense. Story-wise and what they did with the episode, don't know how much I liked that. That's it for the non-spoilery section. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to ruin you, I don't want to spoil it for you, so go and watch it and then come back, but stick around if you have seen it and want to discuss the episode. Okay, okay, the first thing that I want to discuss, they go to this different dimension. When have Seeley's been able to do this? It's a portal. No, you're not a warlock. Warlocks portal things. You're not a warlock, but maybe they've changed that for the show. So if that's show canon, then that's fine, and if they want to do that, then that's fine. But it was so weird that he just took them to the deep, dark midst of the forest, like magic portal that no one knows about. But I'm going to tell you two Shadowhunters, because I'm in debt to you, so I'm going to reveal the biggest secret of the Seeley world. Not what he would do. Also, nerd is he? Right, okay, people have really liked this, so I feel like this is going to get some mixed opinions. Why does putting glasses on someone make them a nerd? Haven't we got over that stereotype by now? I'm going to put her in a Star Wars t-shirt and some glasses. Nerd. No! Nerd Ren. She could look exactly the same as she does in the regular show and still enjoy things like Star Wars and stuff. I don't know. Let's talk about breaking the parabatide bond. No. And that's not even just book canon. In the show, in the earlier episodes, they mentioned that it's one of the strongest bonds. Last week, Alec being able to leave Jace and let Jace go without him was a massive push for what the parabatide bond is like. The idea of being able to break it, it's unbreakable. Unless someone dies or becomes a downworlder or a silent brother, no, it doesn't. You can't break it! It's not a breakable bond! That's not how they work. Simon and Luke's bit in the actual world, so Vampire Simon, were really well done, I think, and I felt like it was really good. Like, their on-screen interactions have been really great and really funny, and I really liked what they did to try and clear Luke's name, and I thought that that worked really well and is something that they could do because that guy would have been really confused, and the whole setup for that was really clever, and I really liked that, and I really liked that being added in. I think that's one of the first things that I've actually enjoyed being added into the show, and I thought that that was actually done really well. Alberto's acting is fantastic. He is amazing. We also got to see the cats. We got to see Church and Chairman Meow. I don't understand why Magnus had Church though, because I was going to think that in this alternate universe Alec was with Magnus and they were living together and that's why Church was there, because he comes from the Institute, but alas no. But we got to see the cats and Church had his own pillow and that made me laugh, and he looked exactly how I pictured Church, which was quite funny. I also really liked that when Magnus showed up to the party and Alec was saying the things to him, to us, with the drinks and playing hard to get, I love a challenge, like that made me laugh because that was good and that worked and it made me giggle. Alec didn't question how they got the cup. He just assumed it was Jay's, but he didn't question how he got his stellar. And I feel like you'd want to know, you'd want to be like, how the hell did you take that? Like, how did you get into my safe that can only be opened with my sealing? I'd want to know that. And he just didn't question it, he just assumed it was them and just got on with it. Jace being attacked by the demon and the demon venom, I think the acting was really good, but I also don't think he'd be able to walk around and just do that. He'd need to be properly healed, and he wasn't, and he was sort of walking around and still doing stuff. No, you would be pretty critically hurt. You would not be able to just mooch around and still look at things while dealing with a little bit of pain. It's demon venom, it can kill you. At the end, Michael Wayland is alive. Jace says, that's my father. He's alive. But it doesn't make... Right, spoilers. Spoilers for people that haven't read the first book, so turn me off and I'll go like that when it's done. Jace was raised by Valentine. Jace was raised by Valentine. Like, he wasn't raised by Michael Wayland. Like, that's the point. That's the point. He was raised by Valentine. Stephen Heredell was Jace's actual dad, but he died. Valentine raised Jace because he was doing this weird blood experience, and then he raised Sebastian in another bit of the thing. That's why when Valentine tells Jace and Clary that they are brother and sister, that's why he's so confused. That's why they believe it, because Jace was raised by Valentine. Sometimes refers to Valentine as his father because he was raised by them. Even when he finds out he's not his actual dad, he's raised by him. So why is Michael Wayland in this show? What are they doing with that? It doesn't make any sense. Also, Robert Parabatai Bond would have felt that it hadn't broken because Michael Wayland wasn't dead, so it just doesn't make sense. Come back, people. I just feel as though this episode was trying to surprise lots of people, but they're not really thinking too much about the things that are shocking, so Michael Wayland being there doesn't make sense, but we'll see. We'll see what they're going to do with it, won't we? We'll have a look. They might have this fantastic conclusion at the end of episode 13, and it might be fantastic, and everything might make sense. So obviously I'm still going to continue watching it, and I'm going to see how it all unfolds, and I'm not going to write it off. I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm enjoying the acting and the writing, and it's definitely improving from the first couple of episodes. There's absolutely no doubt about that, and it's been renewed for a season 2, and I'll definitely watch season 2, and it's not a bad show. I'm enjoying it. I am still gonna watch it. I just feel as though some things, even regardless of the book canon, I feel like some things in the show just don't make sense and don't flow together and link together well, and I feel as though they can't chop and change things. They can't decide in one episode that Parabatai bonds are unbreakable and one of the strongest things, and then in the next episode that Alec doing some weird tracking thing can make it so then like could break it. They need to sort of work out what is going to be the rules and what is going to be the law and then stick with it. If that's different from the book, fine, because it is just a guideline. The book is just a guideline for the show, but they need to be consistent with the show as well, which they haven't been. They've been sort of a bit up in the air, and I am curious as to see what they're going to do with episode 13 because it's called Morning Star, which is Morgenstern, so I'm interested to see what happens with Valentine and Jace. This episode wasn't awful, I just didn't feel like it made much sense. It wasn't the best episode, but it was okay. It wasn't episode 1, so it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't bad. Yeah, okay. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Shadowhunters down in the comments, and we can discuss it as usual. All my links are in the description. Have a chat on any other website. I'm always around. I hope you're doing really, really well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!